Hello, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's stream. Oh, look at that! There is even one of the potential animals for today. I don't even have music on. I'm not really prepared because I've been syncing myself into Lumia again to change up some chatbot commands. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Give me a second. I think we're going to do the mixed music of summer kind of vibes. I quite like them. So we are doing those. Let's do this. There we have them. Super cool vibes. Super cool vibes these are. Okay. Yeah, hey to everyone in the chat and wherever you are. Here we are. And I'm very curious to see what we're doing today. Hold on. I think there's also... oh, yeah. That's not... finally done. Get some Windows sounds in. You also gotta help me if sound is correct and if I need to up my microphone and stuff like that, for example. With the new headphones, it's still a bit of a new setup for me, so I gotta see if that works. Yeah, should all be good. I mean, I have it all set and everything is kind of good. So, yeah. Let's get started. Oh, there's more. I only see Rudy and the planet. What? On the planet. I'm here on the planet. Oh no, there's more on the planet. Is that me actually? Oh no, this is Matthew Thomas. I have no idea who all that is. Who's that? Jesse Cat. Then we also have Frank GTB. Play franchise? Never. Never, never, never. Lime Lizard. I have no idea. Where should I think I need to be somewhere in Europe. Where's me? I think I have the camel on my head. Yeah, there you go. There's like, wait, hold on. This is not me. This is H. Monchi? Who's 8 Monchi? I have no idea. Hi there, Kane. Good evening. What is this? What is this head even? Where's me? I think I have a camel on my head. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. I'm so happy. I'm so glad they brought this all in. This is so me. This is so me. Look at me. Can we also just change the avatar? No, hold on. Where was that again? Where is the avatar menu? Credits, planet, Zeus, settings, Rudy Ren camel. Can I edit my... Oh, nope, that's not what I want to do. Oh, hold on. Nope, nope, nope. Where can I edit the avatar? Somehow... Was that here? Edit avatar. There you go. I don't even know what. You're all good for me. Lisa, good evening. That's good. Thank you. So music is good. Levels are good. That is fine. So first of all, let's say hi to everyone who's in here. I have been a bad host here so far. So good evening to Ceratosaurus, RC fan for life. Me too, by the way. I love RC, and I love all these kind of RC games from years ago. That's pretty good. I was just about to hop on the game myself. Perfect background stream to have on. Hell yeah. Wait, how? Lilu Almighty. Okay, wait. Lilu the Almighty. I think that's how we say it. Lilu the Almighty. Yes. Lisa Belfast, I said already hi to you. Pim's Adventure, good evening to you. Just Cry, hello. Did I miss out on anyone? Kane, hi to you as well. And the MSEB, the MSAP, I guess that's how you say that. Good evening. Give me a second. I also need to push the... what's that called again? The live notification. Hold on, I forgot to put in Discord that we are live. I should definitely put it as a rule because for now I'm really always in time, which is pretty good. Which is pretty good. I'm always in time. I like myself for saying so. That's always a good thing. So hold on, I'm just gonna copy. No, well, that was wrong. Hold on. Or is that this one? I need to just check the put it as a rule because for now I'm really always in time. Wait, hold on. That sounded awfully bad. Wait, which microphone are we running on? Is my microphone... Wait. I have a feeling that I'm using the headphones microphone here. Wait a second. Wait a second. I gotta double check. This is not the audio quality. This is not the audio quality that I'm used to. Beep 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 beep. I gotta double check. This is not the audio quality. Wait, this is not the audio quality that I'm used to. Test 1 2 3. It should definitely be down now. Beep 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 beep. I gotta double check. I gotta double check. This is not the audio quality. Wait, this is not the audio quality that I'm used to. Test 1, 2, 3. Beep 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 beep. I gotta double check. I gotta double check. This is not the audio quality. Wait, this is not the audio quality that I'm used to. Okay, it is definitely the correct microphone I'm using, but it sounds awful. What is wrong over here? Wait. Can I maybe I have to? Oh, maybe that's why. Can I disable this? Okay. So hold on, how is that? How is that? I need to double check one more time. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's annoying as F, but AF, but I have to double check. Give me a second. Wait. Can I maybe I have to? Oh, maybe that's why. Can I disable this? Okay. So hold on, how is that? How is that? I need to double check one more time. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's annoying as F, but AF, but I have to double check. Didn't really change much. What's the problem here? I'm a bit real kids and Mrs. Bear live streaming kicking off, always chill vibes. Yeah, Mark Ritchie, good evening. It sounds fine to you. Is it maybe the headphones that? Wait a second. I'm just gonna double check on my phone because that's the correct kind of thing. Also, by the way, did I? Oh, confused me. We are live again. Hold on. This is the correct link, and then this is the other correct link. I'm just going to post that right in here. Oops, could have done this better. There you go. And then let me just do it on my phone. I'm sorry, I just got this is, if that's the case and the quality is always like that, this is not the quality I want. Then I have to improve my audio quality. In all honesty, that is no good. Might be your headphones. Yeah, might be. I'm sorry, I just got this is, if that's the case and the quality is always like that, this is not the quality I want. Then I have to. Okay, the quality is all fine. So my headphones, but this is odd to me because maybe I changed the settings then, because they sounded just very fine the other day. It also, I gotta say now, the music and so on sounds wrong as well. So I'm not sure what is going on here. It may be. It's almost like I'm just gonna double check because I obviously have my old ones here. And don't worry, we are going to start in a second. It's a bit of an odd one. Hello there, Vicky Alize, good evening. And I think the camera is frozen. Not on my end though. Is it on the stream frozen? Hold on, can I double check here? It should not be frozen at all. No, it's not frozen at all. Is it frozen for anyone else? Because it's not frozen for me. So we gotta double check. It would be so odd if the headphones are so different. I can't imagine. So let's plop that one in real quick. I was so happy that this is. Have you seen the new? Yeah, I was also asked if I want to play that, but haven't done yet. So I will have a look at it. So okay, one final test. I was so happy that this is. Have you seen the new? Yeah, I was also asked if I want to play that, but haven't done yet. So I will have a look at it. This is okay. So the audio quality at your end is good. It is my headphones. Okay. Yeah, let's try that again. Just going to. Let's do that, and then let's switch back over. Okay, it is. I'm gonna do it this way today, but I must say the audio quality is absolutely poor right now, and I really don't know why, because I have tested this, as you know, the other day. Oh, this is why. Yeah, but I can't fix this now. Oh, there is a... There is a weird tech going on in the background that is doing some odd audio stuff with the headphone that I can't really change right now. So... that is. I mean, it's not bad for you, so it doesn't matter. It's just for me, and as long as I don't hear myself, it's all good. But it's so weird. I am. It does have a different profile, which it gives me like an audio profile, and I don't think this is what I want to have. There you go. Do I have the headphones in here now? No, I don't. Profiles. It just doesn't matter. I will check this another day. But like if the quality is this way, I will go back to the other headphones simply because, I mean, you know, price-wise, it's better that the Sennheisers are way better. But I like the idea of having, you know, no cable. But I'm not willing to spend like a bajillion dollars on another high quality headphones that, like, you know, they are so expensive because I just don't have the money. Okay, I just wanted to double check is there some new stuff, because you can see there's like a new body piece or so. Also, anyways, Wisdom Foxy, good evening to you. Mark Ritchie, I said already. Then we have P-U-C-C-Y-K. How do you say? Puwick? Is that Puwick? Alize, I said hi as well as to you as well. Okay, cool. Let's have a look what else is in here. I mean, there's like so much cool stuff. There's like kangaroo on it. This looks like a freaking ice cream. Oh my god, there are like so many. This one is kind of nice, as if there's like a beard going on. Damn, I didn't know what... Oh my god, there is like so much new stuff I've never seen before. Oh, look at that. That looks like my camel body, actually. I mean, it should be a... Is that a lion? Does it tell what it is? Does it tell what it is? Or what's that? That looks like as if it's been a very sweaty day. A very sweaty day. I can't click on that one. Why can I not click on this one? I want to go this one. Hello. Oh, okay. Interesting. What's that little nip here? Lemon Genesis, hello. Okay, that is interesting. I'm gonna stay like this. It's like a bit of a different, you know, I've got a different fur option right now. I'm Rudy-wise. Okay, what else do we have over here? Is that the fittings? Looks like an antelope butt to me. Oh god. Okay, so you can have like complete outfits that like completely resemble the animal you want to be. But I'm gonna go with this one. Looks like a bit of a camel fur. What about the shoes? Can I have different shoes? Shoes. Looks like hats. Okay, that's a little nip brown tail on the white bar. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, this is definitely gonna stay the camel. Even though the little googly eyes of that frog is amazing. Oh my god, that sloth one is... Ooh, boy. Hello, my friend. How is it? Is it good? Okay, so that's kind of cool. If I go and change the hair... Oh, it's really not that much hair. I guess if I'm gonna get rid of the... Yeah, this is where you can really see how much better the Planet Coaster hair has gotten. Like, I mean, obviously... You can see there is some good hair, but like not as detailed as it goes. That's kind of cool. So let's go. Oh my god, there's also like axolotl. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this one. Love it. Love it. But why is there not like hat? Like hat? Oh my god. No. Stay Rudy. Stay Rudy. Is that Rudy? What? How can I revert? No. What? Is that me? Is that me? I got some older. Is that me? I don't know. I think that's me. That's somewhat me. Skin, hair color is blonde. Okay, it doesn't matter. I can make myself some more chubby. Okay, it's almost like a second version. Anyways, accept. Are you sure? Edit avatar. Yeah. Wait, no. Accept. Yes. Let's go. I can't have different shoes. That's not good. That's really not good. Anyways, I'm back in here. Okay, so, shall we go into my zoos and tiny atoll? I will, first of all, show you what I have done in the meantime. Well, I'm gonna have a little sip of my water. I'm thirsty. Okay. Ah, good. Good. The good Saskia, the good old German Saskia water, that is. Mm. Mm. Okay. So let's have a looky look what I have done. And I'm fairly happy with it. I haven't put the animal yet in. The episode was planned for the weekend anyways, but I'm gonna give you a little tour because it's looking pretty damn nice. So this is just like a viewing opportunity from over here. I'm gonna do some fake stones in here. We're gonna finish this up for the next couple minutes, and then I'm not entirely sure. I wanted to make like maybe I'm gonna do this like as an open habitat where like the kiwi is going around, or maybe a wombat of some sort, or maybe some other little critter that could live in that corner around here, you know. Or maybe even a kind of penguin. I don't know. Would be a fun idea. But I did do, as you can see, the whole habitat. So this is where the gate is. You come in, and then oh, hold on. I see. I have. Oh, look at that. I have forgotten one of the extra. Whoops. One of the extra angles here. Okay, wow, the sound on the headphone, something is completely broken. It's like super muffled, as if there's no bass or anything. And that is definitely a settings issue, which I have no, wait, I need to double check. I'm sorry guys, but this is so annoying. Almost like not bearable, but it's not been the case on Tuesday. 100% not. Oh wait, I know what it is. Ah, hold on. Wait. I know what this should be. This is that one. Let's have a look. Where can I change the setting again? Can I do something in here? So, I should go and go in here. There we have it. I think that's it. Yeah, I think I fixed it. So you want a discussion. Is human meat vegan? Yes or no? Provide your reasoning. I'll let you guys go first. I have a pretty good idea of that one. Boom. Love that. Okay. So yeah, this is the habitat, and I'm extremely proud of that little bit over here. Look at that, like how the roses or whatever kind of plants that is like meander down these rocks, and then the idea is that the ocelot can just like actually walk all the way to the back here, and then this is where you have like the waterfall coming down. Even though the sound still is pretty crap over here, I still is not fixing my sound issues I had. Yeah, no idea. I'm gonna fix that another day, I guess. But I will see if there's like a driver. Yeah, there's like a driver update I can put on it. Maybe that's gonna fix it eventually. But oh, it's actually a very recent one. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna keep on going. I say no because humans are apes, apes are animals, so human meat is not vegan. Meat is meat, humans are animals, so no, human meat is not vegan. I mean, it is like for me it's very obvious. I would have said exactly the same. Meat is meat, and we are animals in a way. But then again, it comes to the point: what do you define as animal? And I would say there's a lot of theory going on that humans are humans as a different species, but essentially we are crazily developed apes. So we are just animals, you know. And in the definition of the type of animal we are, and this is also why I wouldn't consider this vegan at all. Like, why would you? It doesn't make any sense. Oh wait, I think I'm gonna try to meander that around here. This could be a little bit of a short one. There you go. I didn't want to connect. And like that. Should be fine. Okay, so this is the habitat then. We gotta quickly connect this. Hold on. The path goes here. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's fine. The sound is so... Oh, I have to change my headphones, guys. I don't know what it is, but oh boy, is the sound bad. I have to fix this somehow, and I don't know why, and I don't know how, but... Is there any kind of... What is this doing? Gorgon Gaming, good evening. It's just very odd. I will double check this later. I did something wrong over here, surely. I will fix this, but eventually I have to go back to my normal headphones, yeah? Oh, okay, I mean, this is not normal. The headphones are pretty damn good. I had them also on my phone. They are absolutely sick. They are almost as good as those are. But I can't even depict how that sounded. The whole thing was like as if I was playing in a room with like all empty, and then without the echoing. You know what I mean? It's like very much you put down especially with this piece that was, I think if I do that again, yeah, like the oomph that you hear was like totally gone, as if all bass was gone from the headphones. Very odd indeed. But yeah, well, I as I said, I'm gonna fix this after stream. I don't mind. Now I have these headphones. I will survive for now. It's all good. It's all going to be good. Okay. Human cannot evolve out of a modern taxonomy build of the... This is why birds are still dinosaurs. We will always be apes. Yeah. Though I have heard a counterpoint to that. Humans are the only animal that can give consent to be eaten. So humans are the only vegan meat source. I mean, considering you find a human that has given his consent before you ate it, so that means human meat can be vegan or not vegan, right? Even the same flesh, so to say. If there is a consent, it's vegan, and if not, it's not vegan. That doesn't, no. Like as if that little piggy in front of me just signals me a thumbs up with its toes. No, just no. Good evening, Metal Life Gaming. I hope you're doing good. Okay, so as we have prepared all of that, this is all gone. We can now finally get the ocelot. That was the otolot. We're going to use an ocelot. And we have... oh, look at that. The name is kind of cute. Mashishu. Mashishu is kind of okay. And then instead of Mashishu, we also take Ashiyaku. Ashiyaku. Okay, so these two seem to be good by me, and we're gonna bring them into the habitat. Doesn't matter if you're humans. Doesn't matter if humans are apes or not. Just check the definition of vegan and then check the definition of an animal. Yeah, an animal is a multicellular living organism that breathes oxygen, can move actively, and must eat other living organisms or organic substances to obtain energy. It sounds like a human to me. Well, yes. But then again, you shouldn't talk to hardcore vegans, because they would say they wouldn't agree to the other living organisms or organic substances to eat, I guess. Which, I am fully... I think I never really spoke about that, but I'm like fully for vegetarian, like, nutrition. All in for that. I don't do it myself, which... is not good. I know that, and still working on that. But I'm still debating very hardly if vegan is all that good anyways. I mean, there is a lot of evidence scientifically for both sides. It's not it's not as clear as, for example, climate change or so is, and yet people obviously question climate change. But then again, I'm like, I have 2 kids now, and I'm speaking to a lot of doctors, if I want or not. And like, there's not a single doctor of all of the doctors we've met that would tell, like, all of them said, don't even dare to, try vegan on your babies. And again, I'm not, like, there's a lot of thought about that it is because of like bacteria and all the stuff that is which is a weird vicious circle, like that, eating animal products containing bacteria against animal products, you know what I mean? And then they're needed for babies because then they're protected against the very thing. Doesn't make sense. So if you would go vegan and they would never eat animal produce, that would then again mean they don't even need that, security from these bacteria, which kind of makes sense, but that's all way too much, like, I don't know kind of thing. But I'm also like, if for vegetarian produce, we definitely have to change the way how we obtain certain materials and certain produce from animals, completely against the way we do it right now. I'm fully aware of that, but like I personally, I don't even know if I could live on a vegan basis. And yet I would say mainly at the moment, and I know people will not agree with me, but I'm living every single day with the actual facts of it. It's too expensive. I did do my self-experiment for like a week or two, I think like 8 days or so. It is incredibly expensive if you, and this is for me very important, if you don't go down the route of buying vegan products, and if you just try to live actually vegan. That means not going to all the chemical kind of whatever substitute products, but actually go and buy a lot of vegan stuff. And it's freaking expensive because, like, especially our agriculture over here is competing or cannot compete, obviously, with the loan dumping and stuff of other countries. So try go to like a, normal agricultural area here and buy that directly from, the agricultural like areas, the farms and stuff. It's insane. And what I also don't like about like, and this is maybe I'm against mostly a lot of no, I'm not against medicine, but I'm very hesitant to take pills or so when I'm headache. When I've got headache, I will first of all drink like half an ocean to prepare myself to not have headache. And also like if I have fever and so on, it takes a while until I really use medics. It's not like I'm not against them, I believe in them, but I'm like, I have the feeling my body is better off to keep this away from me as long as I can without having too much pain or too much trouble. And the same goes for these kind of things. And if you go for vegan, you have all these kind of, substitutes for other minerals and so on. And yeah. And there was that story, and I'm not even sure if it's fully true. So please don't take this as granted. But there was like this story of like a research group that like in India, they followed a couple of monks, and these monks completely lived vegan, and they stated they were the only ones that didn't need any complements. And then they did like medical checks and so on, and that was true. They were all doing fine. But eventually, they researched the water that they were drinking, and there was like their sole source of water was like from a small river nearby. And when they took like probes from that river, they found out that this river has really had all these minerals because of a lot of animals and fish and so on dying and living in that river, so that they were basically getting the materials from it's not toxic water, but the water was definitely contaminated by a lot of other things. So we don't even, that looks awesome. Yeah, that's like 1.5 liters. There you go. Also, it's color-wise, like really, it's like matching the color of the room. Look at that. It's almost like a camouflage thing. Anyways, I could not live on vegan diet, vegetarian perhaps, but as you said, I cannot afford to. Yeah, I mean, and this is the thing. And this is, I personally do really think this is wrong. It is wrong that it's cheaper to live on animal diet than on vegan diet. Like, don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm against it. It's just like I'm saying with 2 kids, and if you want to eat and have the same way, let alone the fact that preparing vegan meals is obviously you have to learn that and blah, blah, blah. It's not a time factor of any kind of thing. If you get used to it, the time will be the same and you can do mostly the same. But as I said, it's like a money thing. And I absolutely think this is one of the worst things of our society. Plants and stuff like that always has to be cheaper. God, I could like eat cauliflower and stuff all day long. But you know how expensive cauliflower is here in Germany for most parts of the year? That's ridiculous. You could buy half a pig at the price of a freaking cauliflower, and like to feel the same way of satisfied after food. I would eat two big flowers of cauliflower myself. Same goes for my wife and so on. You gotta, for 4 people, you have like 8. It might be a bit too much, but like 6 to 8 cauliflowers, and then that's a lot of money. And especially if you want to have them fresh from the farm, that's even more money. Yeah. So again, I'm not against it. I'm just against the fact that it is more expensive, and I just hate the people who say that it's not, because statistically, most of the people living vegan are people living alone or just with a partner. And obviously that is cheaper because you can literally completely change the life you have on your own. You're not dependent on what your kids think and so on. Try telling your kid it has to live vegan and try living through that. And yes, they will learn eventually after a couple of weeks again. And it's just so much more complicated and so much more heavy to lean into that. So yeah, again, it's not an excuse in that way, but I know that it would be possible if you completely change your life. I'm not willing to, so fully admitting that. But yeah. Marconian, my number one veggie miss from Germany is kohlrabi. Oh, how's that called in English? Because yes, that's one of my absolutely favorite meals anyways, with like a with some sort of sauces and stuff. Oh god, that is so good. Wait, I'm just gonna double check. Are we an hour in almost? Oh no, we are not even, because I'm like, I can't already start building. That's way too early. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, it's the same word. It's the same word. It's kohlrabi in English too, because it's the German produce that you don't have all over the world. Ah, ha! See, that's the German word. The delicious food, the delicious German food, is a worldwide classic. Ha! Ha! Amazing. Okay, I'm just figuring. Shitstorm income viewer is not a vegan. Yeah, well, fine. Rudy is an AI using non-vegan. I guess I'm cancelled forever now. Forever, ever? Forever, ever. Okay, are the ocelot already in? I think they don't. I think we will have a lot of escaping opportunities over here for the ocelot jumping out. So we are just preparing that already by some mesh fences. Just gonna take that mesh fence over here. Hold on, there you go. I'm just going to. There you go. There, these dudes are coming. Oh, we're still having the random rotation turned on. Also got to double check when my wife is going to bed. She wanted to go a bit earlier today, but whenever she says that, it most likely is not gonna happen. So vegan is not good for. As I said, there's like I always try to get into science and so on, and normally, at least I think I can get a kind of good picture out of it. But honestly, with veganism, there is no one truth. And for real, I don't want to lean into that discussion. People who are living vegan, they will tell you that this is absolutely fine and the best way to live anyways. I think the best truth I found is about people in peak sports, like professional sports people. And if you go into a lot of documentation about those, there are a lot of professional sports persons, VIPs, however you call them, who tried to go on a vegan diet, and they always stopped that because it wasn't delivering. But what they have is like a flexi vegan diet that seems to be the best, which is still based on a lot of like animal produce, like vegetarian nutrition, mixed with pure veganism, if that makes sense. Is it a flexi veganism? I don't even know. So this is what I believe the most, because this is where the body and the whole system is the most capable of. Why is this? I want to select. There you go. But yeah, as I said, there's like I'm not even facing the issue of becoming vegan very soon. So yeah. Oh, look at this. Oh, I quite like the fact that they can get up most of these areas. Okay, hold on. Like, obviously, because this game is on no escapes, they will not be displaying any escapes. But what I do like is the fact that seemingly all is good. I'm just wondering how on earth they get up here. Do they like jump? What was that? Oh my God, Henry! Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. Kudos for not trying the region nonsense on your kids. That would be fatal. Oh yeah, well, yeah. As I said, all doctors, like, they all agreed on that. They were like, vegetarian, all good, blah blah, but don't do that. So yeah, I try to follow that advice at least. Okay, I'm wondering, where do they jump up here? So they can go around here. I don't mind them doing this. I don't mind them getting up here as well. So I think where I'm gonna put the fence is somewhere here so that they don't jump on this one. Quite pause gaming. Good evening. But then again, just to make that fully clear, I don't mind anyone who is living vegan, right? So if you decide to go vegan and you live with the complement stuff, all good. Like, you know, don't get me wrong. I'm really against all this kind of black and white. I think it's like, what I do think is that, like, heavy reliance on too much meat, and like there's a new trend of kind of these new meat, like raw meat based diets. That is complete bullshit. Like, honestly, our capitalism system with relying too much on animal produce meat is crappy. And everyone who doesn't see that, really, you gotta see and touch some grass, because that is pretty obvious that that's not a good choice, you know? And that we all need to consider to reduce our meat consume overall, or like, let's say, animal produce consume overall, is also just as clear, you know? I'm just coming from the fact that, like, at a certain point, it is not all that obvious, you know? That to stop the one thing doesn't mean you have to lean into the other extreme, which unfortunately it seems to be like a pretty common thing in our current society, and people really have to stop going into the extremes in any case. So that is definitely something I learned. So let's have a look now. Oh, that did fix most of my issues. I'm fully fine that they don't go up here. I mean, they could technically, but I'm all good that they don't. Look at that. I'm very happy now, because there's a lot of these areas in between that they can't reach. They really have to rely on moving a lot about these logs, which was exactly the idea. So that is pretty nice. Look at them. We have them in here. Look at that. I mean, JFK does say it all, doesn't it? Oh God, they are so beautiful. You guys are just, oh my God, look at the cutie little, oh God, they are so beautiful. Oh wow. Now that's the best segue ever, and you gotta have to really tell that my wife, because you know who's also very beautiful and cute? My wife is, and she's about to go to bed, so I'm quickly going to say good night to her. She is early today. So that means very good for us, because afterwards we can start doing some stuff. I'm gonna double tap on this cutie, so you can actually watch this little cutie pie over here for a bit. And I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'll say goodnight to her, and I will... No, I don't bring the other headphones. I will fix this later on. Yeah, so afterwards, you gotta give me... Like, put it in chat. Are we going to change this beach into, like, a Kiwi beach? Or do we put, like, a wombat in? Let's get some English word, suggestions in chat. What type of animal you would love to see. So you can see this is the beach we could work with. But we could also actually do the bridge to this side over here, which would be cool. We could also turn that little piece of land into... What we can't even see. That little piece of land into something. So whatever you feel like, guys. We could turn this area here into like a little kiwi beach with that little birdie pie, and we could also do some other stuff like wombats, as I said earlier, or maybe like a walkthrough exhibit with a sloth, for example, could be a thing we could do. Maybe 2 of them on this island. I don't know. So just have a little look, and then tell me in chat what you would love to do. Look at them few cuties here behind each other. Okay, I'll be back in a minute, guys. Hello, I'm back, and you are stream. So, God, this is why did the lovely little ocelot walk into the most cramped and dark and non-vibes giving corner of this area? That's not how you. That's not how you convince people to stay in the stream, I guess. Doing a bit of nice Michael Jackson moonwalks over here, loving it. This is, by the way, my not the biggest, but one of my biggest wishes that this glitching is fixed in Planet Zoo 2. I wouldn't mind if the animations stay mostly the same, but if it's way more reliable, and oh my god, it's so cute. Meow. God, it's so cute. Yeah, if it's way more reliable and just, you know, more believable. For me personally, this is the one thing that breaks the immersion the most, is like also this floating over here. Like, you have the tech nowadays to make them a bit more conforming to all these things. Like, you could fix it to, you know, by just having all like straight platforms and so on. It was pretty active. Oh, that's good. Okay, never mind. Let's go out of this camera and let's see if you guys decided to what to do. Oh my god. Pescatarian, eating takes broccoli. Broccoli always good. Kiwi beach sounds cute, and maybe a big sloth walk through at the island. It's not easy by any means, but it works for myself. I think everyone should just do what's best for them at the end of the day. Oh, Lisa Belfast, so you do go on vegan. As I said, I have like the utmost respect for people who do that. As I said, it is definitely working. I mean, you can confirm or not, but like you have to have some compliments in a way. If you can live with that, it's fully fine. It's just not, for me, in my life situation right now, not really feasible. Yeah, exactly. I'm very happy with the habitat, I must say. I'm very happy with it. So I guess I'm gonna do the Kiwi Beach here, and then because that is also where we can fix these little areas. And I'm wondering, can the kiwis swim? I think they can't swim, can they? Oh my god, tigers! That is so cool! That is so cool that it helped her. Very good to see. Hold on. So if I... okay, so this... Okay, I guess what I have to do then is I have to really be a lot more precise on these things. Oh, Quiet Pause Gaming, thank you for the follow, welcome on in. Also, by the way, if you guys want to support, becoming a member on YouTube or becoming a sub on Twitch is going to help this bar on the top raise to 100. I did enlarge the target. It was set to the end of April, but now I just put it to the end of May. Let's see if we can reach it. Unfortunately, a lot of the numbers should go down in the coming days. So as soon as the first Twitch subs will be... Oh, wait, I can actually... You know what I need to do? That's a bit unfortunate, but as soon as the next kind of Twitch subs are running out, this bar will drop down heavily. But I know, and I do hope that most of this will be fixed soon, and we just gotta get into having people with a lot of emotes in here, because you will always receive nice emotes for that. And if we reach this 100, I will actually do like a member / sub only kind of video for that. And I finally found a kind of idea that will definitely work. It's gonna be very simple in like a member Discord kind of thing. I will eventually just stream without commentary for you guys when I'm building something, or upload a member only preview of certain projects. Something like that will be the actual deliverable on that one. So that is something I'm looking forward to, because this is something I definitely can keep on doing. This is something I am very certain of. So yeah, so why I did this, and you can see this is just going to do this. I got you soon as I get a job. Wait, I got you as soon as I get a job. Again, capitalism. Don't you worry. No, it's not mandatory at all. Like I always say to people also, if you got a Prime on, you know, Prime with Twitch is always good because that's where you don't pay for. And if you still have the Prime available and want to lend it to me, I obviously am a very happy person. And if not, that's also fine too. It's, you know, I just try to combat the freaking YouTube algorithm dependency by doing this a lot more. And yeah, as I have said earlier, I have to, at some point, there's always the need to see results, I guess, as hard as it, and as crappy that is, you know. To be fair, Rudy is very reasonable with pricing. I think I was number 50. I mean, see, the point is, I could, like, this is definitely a way I could easily increase that by just getting rid of the lowest tier number on YouTube and just also raise that to like $3.99 or so. I guess still people would consider subscribing or becoming a member, but I have a very hard feeling. Why would you need to pay more than €1? It's totally fine. Like, imagine if only 1% of my followers would become a member, low tier member. It would equal to 1,116 €1,160 per month, which is more than enough, way more than enough. So that's just 1% of the people on my channel. If they'd become member for that €1 tier, that's that, you know. It's not completely, because YouTube obviously takes a share as well, but you get the idea. So yeah. Okay, this is where the path goes down. I have to somehow put this... Is that the correct side? Is that now to the outside? I think it is. And now let's connect that to this way. Okay, I'm just going to try to sneak that little gate in. So it is this side, and can I connect it? Oh, I can. Look at that. Okay, so I'm obviously just going to... So this is then... Is that a working habitat? Oh, it is. Look at that. Kiwi Beach. And then we can call this one the Ocelot Corridor. There you go. So, using the free Prime sub also has a very minor benefit of taking a few cents away from my... from Amazon. Yeah, that's true. It is. That is definitely true. Can't believe I haven't seen your streams before. We love the same games. I need to go to sleep now, but now I've found you. I can watch VODs. Have the good rest of the stream. Quiet Pause Gaming, you're welcome. And also, thank you very much for tuning in. I do hope to catch you up a lot of times now. I'm streaming at the moment on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Last Saturday, unfortunately, I was too tired. That one, I skipped that one. But normally these are the days, and I did actually do this quite well for the last couple of weeks. So I'm very positive I'll stick to that. Okay, guys, I think we can start doing a little Kiwi Beach. However, before we do so, I'm just going to also obviously sleep well. I forgot to say that, I guess. So last thing I want to do is I want to do some enrichment items for the wonderful Ocelot, so that they have a reason to go all the way over here. So I'm going to bury that one in there. And I'm also going to, I assume, oh god, hold on. I assume that the staff traversable area in this, yeah, is very limited. Oh my god. So apparently I do hope they fix this. I do certainly hope they fix this in Planet Zoo 2. I would definitely like, it would be the easiest way to just have like another gate at the end here, but that is obviously pretty shitty. I mean, this habitat over here is all good, but that one is... We can start, but first, yeah. Okay, the only kind of thing is, please explain to me, how is the stuff getting here? Like, how is this working? Do they beam here? Do they also use this area? How on earth do they get there? Is that wizardry? Why would you be able to get here? Anyways, I don't mind, because I'm just willing to. I just double check to, you know, have the food tray. Yeah, exactly here. That's gonna work. So here, that's gonna be a good point for that. And I think I don't need to put in any drink. I'm gonna use this wonderful pad. Up here is not working, no. But how about... Okay, this is also not good. How about giving them a reason to actually go down here? Oh. I mean, how about here? How about here? Yeah, that is nice. That is nice. That is just working quite a little bit better. They jump the fence like the vendors. Yeah. That could absolutely be the case. I'm not even sure if I need more than that. I mean, I could give them... Oh, no, I can't get any of the feeders, but I can give them like a little senti thing. Just down here. Yeah, that's fine. So you can see them by this area. They will eventually sleep everywhere anyways. So that is that. Water bowl is not good because we cannot really fill that in. Okay, so let's get us stayed out with this. It's fine. It's more like a natural habitat anyway, so that is all good. Okay, so as we prepare that, we will now go on and do the little Kiwi beach. And I'm willing to actually make this look like a proper beach where the people can rest and have a good time as well. So I'm going to put some beach chairs and benches and stuff in. That is going to be fun. But first things first, let's get the Kiwi as in the animal market. Gonna go and type in Kiwi, the North Island brown kiwi. Is it kiwi or is it kiwi or is it kiwi? Kawaii? Kiwi? I think it's kiwi, right? Kiwi. At least that's what I would say it is. Kiwi. How do they live, by the way? How do they live? I want to know how many I can have of you. Maybe it's not a Kiwi beach. I think we need to do something else. That's pretty boring to only have 2 of them walking around. And they seem to be very aggressive. Or what is the problem? I thought they can live in bigger groups. Kiwi? I've heard Kiwi. Oh, that's like, this is also like, I hate the word key in English. Because it's like, it can be key or K, depending on what you're saying. Like the retaining wall kind of thing on the waters is like a K, despite the fact it's written like a key. And then the car key is a key, obviously. And then a Kiwi is not a Kiwi, because, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Anyways. Also, with the palace cat is also a pretty interesting one. But I don't want to have that in a different habitat, maybe. Platypus can also only be 3 of them. Even though the platypus will be fun because it can swim around over here. Good. That is not what I wanted to do. What about a quokka? The quokka. It's going to be a quokka beach then. It is a quokka beach. Quokka. Quokka beach. This is good. Okay, we're going to go for the quokka. Male, bull, up to the... That's very good. It's going to be a quokka beach then. It's actually much more cuter then. Are we gonna make it a southern cassowary beach? Absolutely good. Guest flee from. Well, or we can also make the spectacle bear. No, we're actually gonna do the quokka beach. We're gonna rename this habitat then. I didn't know. Quokka. Is it written like that? I don't mind. I did not know that this is gonna be it. So, quokka. Oh, quokka. Okay, whatever, it's this way. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, I love that. Quack. That's the thing I want to see change, and either make enrichment item not flatten the ground or remove the do not flatten option. Yeah, but wasn't it the case? I thought they had done this, and then all of a sudden it's in again, or is that still in the menu? I remember there was a certain moment where that was a thing. I want to have 1 female more. Just, oh my god, no good fertility. You wouldn't have passed the tapir test, I guess. For everyone who knows the reference of tapir test, absolutely. Absolutely thumbs up to you. Right, let me just double check the settings. Somewhere over here that was, but oh my god, where would that be? Game. Disable multi-ax, no, they will be here. Disable animal navigation terrain. Allows terrain to be manipulated through existing habitat barriers and enrichment items. I think that's what that is. Okay. That means I'm just gonna double check what is, but it's still, does it still flatten the ground then? If I do put down the block of ice, let's. Oh, Kane, that's what you need to have. There you go. There you go. Okay, we don't even need Planet Zoo 2 for that. It's fixed. It's actually fixed with all the pieces because that one over here. Okay, well, it doesn't flatten the ground. Oh, wait, hold on. This one. So apparently it doesn't work with all of these, right? Ah, okay. So it seems like it depends on which item it is. For a split second, I thought we won, but it's all gone again. Yeah, no, that still does flatten. I mean, obviously there is the water trick. You can actually sink everything in water and then place the items and then get rid of the water. I'm just going to quickly show you that trick. It is actually a rather helpful trick if you want to do it, but it is a way too complicated one, to be honest. Like what you can do is you can rather just use a fence like that, then fence in your habitat like this. Like imagine this is just your habitat over here. Blah, 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 blah. So that's the habitat. Then you go to terrain, water. Make sure that you don't paint. So this sampled is really important because otherwise it's going to be a bit of an issue. And then you're just going to go highest. Bam, there's the water in. And now what you can do is you can now go to habitat. And then, for example, place down certain things like this. And I don't know. What else would we have? Like, oops, this one and that one. And you can see this is not flattening ground, whatever. And then you can go back into terrain, get rid of the water, and again, get rid of that. So this is the easiest way to put enrichment items onto the ground without changing the ground and make them still work in a way. So yeah, that's the... The pass trick also works well to place items. Yeah, right, that's true. But yeah, so this is the water trick is the one that I know is the most reliable, I guess, at the end of the day. Okay, let's bring the quokkas over. And I think this is gonna be very fun. So let's just click them all. Click them all. I usually use the pass trick, but I'm still annoying with larger items like goat mountains. Yeah, that's true. And the water trick obviously is also pretty annoying. It works very well in like open spaces like this one or in relatively new zoos. But if you're working on a like a cramped area or like your 10th habitat, that obviously becomes a lot more tricky to do. So I do hope they completely changed how that works in general. I think the first thing we are going to do, like I use these kind of wooden things over here. I think I will make like a mix and match. So what I'm going to do is I'm using these wooden things on the right hand side here and on the left hand side. And this inner bit will be done with like some stones. And I want to make like some like beach chair kind of stuff areas where we have some sun lounges and so on. You know, also are there good sun loungers available? Do I have a sun lounger? Sun lounge, or like a chair of some sort? Not really. I may actually have a look into the workshop, or we're just gonna quickly do one ourselves. I think we can rather quickly do one ourselves because they will not be usable. What is going to be usable though, and let me see if all my recording settings are correct. They are indeed, so we can start recording. Yeah. Just weird notice. So what is real is the need to use this thing again. Oh wait, no, that was kind of real. So let's just bring you down here. And the good bit about this piece is you can use this very nicely to just like have this, like these big bubbles over here to the inner side, so it almost looks like a fence on its own already. I thought it's gonna be nicer if I pull this down all the way, so you've got that like Oh my god, that like wooden beam here in the center. I think this is just where we're gonna put it anyways. So that is that, and then we have them bring all the wombats. Why is it also just like 2 people? Do I only have 2 people employed in here? 2 caretakers? Is that really true? We can double check. Hold on. Staff? How many caretakers do I have? Oh, it's just 3 oh my god, it's just 3 caretakers only. Let's actually get a couple more. Okay, nice. They can all keep on helping us. So, let's just really quickly get this over. Also, guys, I don't know if you've seen that, but I did double check the advanced move tool that someone has done for Planet Coaster 2, and I thought it is ridiculous and overpowered, and it is ridiculous and overpowered, but it's worth it. It is amongst the best mods I've ever seen, because there's so much in it that I didn't even know of, that I will ever need this, but it is ridiculous. Like, for example, what you can do with the mod is, you can change the pivot point of an item entirely. So say the pivot point of this piece, for example, is, actually, this is a good example. The pivot point of this piece is somewhere in the dead center here of this piece, and it's not even connected to the platform height itself. So with that new tool, with the advanced move tool, what you can do is press like a button over here, and then it allows you to move your gizmo to the point you want to. So let's say we wanted to just connect this bit over here always to the side. You could move that thing to this right hand side over here and then easily connect the pieces with each other, because this is becoming your pivot point. The same goes for like if you want to do certain structures, you can make like an easy, let's say you want to do a dome kind of structure, but you don't want to have the dome structure be like a nice circle, you want to have an ellipse, you know? And at the moment, the ellipse kind of thing is very hard to do, because you would need to calculate, oh my god, what kind of angle and blah, blah, blah. But now you can just create one ellipse, like a 2D ellipse kind of thing, and then you can use the align to existing structure tool that you have. So you build like your complete dome wall you want to have, and then you select the entire thing, and then you use this piece, and you just need to align that to that like ellipse piece, and it will automatically follow the steps of that one ellipse line that you've drawn. So this way you could make crazy structures, like let's say what would be simple would be the Sydney Opera House, for example, like structures that usually are almost impossible with these tools, all of a sudden become relatively easy if you know a certain, you know, if you're good in geometry, I guess. That way you will have an easy time building these structures. You can just utilize this system, and obviously it's super great for like having certain things aligned to coasters easily. You can make like a whole support structure and then just align that to the coaster structure. That is also pretty fantastic. But again, the same way with fences. You could build like this fence piece like we did last time, and then you can just go with your mouse alongside the pathway, and it would automatically always align the entire structure correctly to the pathway. And it would stay the same height and so on. So you don't even need to just like painfully move the advanced move every single time. You could then just like copy paste, and then just like in this game at a certain point you don't even need to do copy paste, because the game knows by placing the next steps, and you just need to move your cursor along and it will automatically align to that. It's absolutely chef kiss. It's a bit complicated to get into it. Like at the moment, at the first moment, you're like, what the heck is going on? But after a couple minutes, you're like, oh my god, the possibilities are like just endless. So yeah, what I also have to admit is that the overall responsiveness in Planet Coaster 2 has received a major update with update 9. And seeing the comparison now, after having spent a couple days now with update 9, is fairly incredible. I do hope Frontier is bringing this update to Planet Zoo 2, because the responsiveness is much greater than in Zoo. And before that, I used to like the Zoo version of responsiveness with the tools much more. Good to see that Frontier is delivering on that one. There's a mosquito in my room. It has already stung me 2 times. I'm like, yeah, oh god. If I see it again, it's way too early for these assholes. Let's face it, these little vampires are kind of not cool. So guys, let's do a little, I mean, we're playing Planet Zoo today, so let's do a little, what is your number one surprising feature you want to see in Planet Zoo 2? Make sure to think about that for a moment. I'm not talking about a feature that we would get anyways, or a feature that is super, let's say, there's a high potential that we're getting this. Let's think of features that would be very surprising to you. Like if you have a wild card of a feature that should be added, what would you think of? And I'm really thinking of features that, again, you would not think Frontier would deliver. A little bit like, you know, I think for me, the two standout things to mention in Planet Zoo would have been the protesters. I would have never thought that protesters would have been in-game. That was a very pleasant, positive surprise. I would have wished the impact of them is a bit higher, but the sheer idea of having protesters in the game was really cool to me to see. Really love that. So this was would have been a wildcard kind of feature from Planet Zoo. And for Planet Coaster, that absolutely was the fast pass kind of thing in the first game. In the second game, obviously, in the second game, there was really not anything major that was a... okay, well, never mind then, the responsiveness is the same. I didn't... when was that set to 0.5? Okay, only female mosquitoes. Yeah, I know, and they are actually not... I learned that they're not necessarily stinging, they are basically just sucking in a way. Yeah, out of context. Good. Okay, I mean, this is cool and so, but we need to go like this. Stone. More animations. Oh wait, I like the idea of protesters, but they tend to spawn because my animals are bugging out and not drinking water. Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I guess. More animations are animal interacting with items like swimming down a waterfall, carrying food around, visibly otter with a fish in their mouth. Oh yeah, I would love to see that. Oh, I'm loving this dagger session. I'm loving this. Really, really, really. This is one of my biggest annoyances in the game, that you have, like, in Jurassic, they do this very nicely. In Jurassic, you can really see how they, like, bite bits out of the meat and then you just, like, throw that into the air and then get it into the mouth and then just chew on that. That's just, like, so good, and I really would love to see something similar in the game as well. Absolutely, yes. I think I'm gonna go with this one, and I'm gonna go with... No, I'm not gonna go with random iteration. Let's stick to this, like so. Okay, agreed. Mosquito suck, yeah. Attaching scenery to rides blew me away. Yes, wait, no, you're right. Queen Winya, no, you're right. This was a feature, yeah, absolutely, you're right. This is my wildcard feature I would have never thought gonna be happening. Absolutely. I have to correct myself because you are right. The scenery attachment feature is single-handedly a feature that has had me very hyped, to be honest. I may have forgotten about that because of the launch and how it went, and it just became so normal so quickly, but it still is such a great feature. You're absolutely right. What feature I've ever experimented with just in PD1 is scenario editor. Yeah. Very fair point, Kane. I would absolutely love to see them... Okay, hold on. What do you think of the idea if there is a scenario editor, but you have to play the full scenario first to unlock it? Because I know that Frontier has always been very keen on having people play their game before going. I mean, they even... Remember Jurassic World Evolution? You had to play the campaign to unlock Sandbox, and only because of us creators rioting, they sent us a save file with 100% finished game, like a day in, because every one of us was like, hey, are you kidding? Like, we want to learn the game, we want to build. Can you just please give us Sandbox? We had to play, like, through a 20 hours career, like, in early access, to get access to Sandbox, and was like, are you guys for real? And we were so happy to see them changing this for launch, so people were not as mad. But oh my god, yeah, that was... So please don't do that again. Please never ever do this again, Frontier. But what I would consider doable is like if there's a scenario editor, which seemingly is for people who love to play scenario, then you can have people at least fulfill like, let's say, 75% of the career. I think that will be fine. Anyways, nurseries. Nurseries, more focus on breeding and baby animals, mamas that need to go in specific place to have their babies. Yeah, that would be nice. And also, like, for example, like, just also, like, veterinarians checking up on babies more, you know? Because obviously, that is something that absolutely needs to be done. So, and then we have also, Lisa says, yeah, mine would be animations like raccoons washing their food, otters lying on a back eating water. Yeah, just overall more of these kind of animations I would absolutely love to have. I have to admit, and I said that in my video about Planet Zoo 1, as much as I love this game over here, it tends to get repetitive. And there have been a lot of people praising the game for all the animations and the fact that animals feel so real. And yes, I do agree to a certain extent if you do not keep watching for longer than a minute or two. As again, you know how much I love the game. You know, the numbers speak facts. I have been playing this game for way too long in my life. But I have to admit, like, I am building and building and building and rarely looking at the animals for too long. I mean, you had the perfect example early on when I was upstairs and you had the animal going. I don't know how many glitches you saw, and I don't know how many repetitive animations you saw, but that would personally be a wish of mine, to just have a huge variety of animations and a way better randomization factor, that this is not so obviously copies, you know, copy paste and repetitive, you know, depending on how narrow you build the habitats. And mine are most likely always very cramped when it comes to the traversable area. So my habitats also force the animals to do a lot of repetitive animations because they literally only have one choice, and so they will always repeat the same choice. But essentially, this is what I would love to see fixed. Anyways, there's so much going on. I love the fact now I have to scroll chat. This is where I want to go. A surprise feature I would love to see be backyard animals. Just a handful of them, dependent biome. Oh yeah, like some squirrels and some like pigeons and stuff, like in Planet Coaster, for example, where there is absolutely no need for that. I'm like, this is so weird. Why do we have pigeons in Planet Coaster? I never understood. Like, there are actual pigeons in the game that keep landing on scenery you build and stuff, which is exactly that kind of atmosphere feature you would love to see in zoo as well. Like, or like domestic birds, for example, would also be a thing, just in general. Like, you know, I don't even know all the names in English, but like a sparrow of some sort, or like a pigeon, as I said. Like, these birds, naturally, just like, they would be there, and they would be landing around and even spending time in your bird habitats and so on. That would be something I would absolutely love to see, because this just would be part of the realism. Anyways, herding pack behavior, still have no idea what was. Yes, Kane, but I wouldn't put that on the wildcard kind of list, because that is a must for me. If herding again is neglected, I would be mad. Animation things like songbirds, squirrels, lizards, totally agree. A reason why animals doesn't have babies. Playing to unlock a scenario credit, I'll learn play no issue for me. Lisa, could you imagine a seal investigating customer through the glass? So you mean basically also an animation or like interaction from an animal with the guest? You're right, this is basically not happening. The animals in this game do not care at all for the guest and for the for the humans in this game. Egg-laying animals actually laying eggs instead of acting like mammals would have made me happy. Yes, and also the people told me, and I also when I did some research for the game, like people actually, like they do actually take some eggs from the birds and replace them with fake eggs to make them like believe they still care and nurture for the eggs, but for more, let's say, problematic like species or so, they do actually breed the eggs in the veterinarian offices or like in the veterinarian areas, and similar to what you would expect from Jurassic World Evolution, to be honest. So that would be a feature they could almost like carry over. I like Adam one-on-ones, but I would nice to have when you avoid. Would be amazing. Yeah, totally more animation directed, more realistic and animal forward, conservation forward. Exactly like modded ones, but nicer. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't mind to use use a little AI to make a minor animation as long as I don't get a 5-line synced idling behavior. See, and this is my point. AI is not the evil bit, as I said already so many times. If the AI we are talking about is a AI trained on animal videos to decide which animation set is used in a given situation, and considering the fact that we can build our very own habitats and change them in real time, Frontier themselves will never be able to foresee and predict everything technically we could build. Because if there is no intelligence involved and everything is predefined as how it is right now. So a little talkie time, okay? I'm not sure if you guys are aware of how the animals in this game over here work. So just as an idea, let's see, where's our ocelot? Where are our ocelot friends? Hello friends, where are you? Are you all the way in front of me? Oh, there's food, so there basically should be around food. Hello? There's one. So, if this animal is walking, oops, hold on. I mean, it's not really walking right now, is it? So, basically, when the animal is walking, there are a certain amount of animations going on right now. Let's see. They're now jumping. Oh, this is good. They're jumping on here. And now, as they are on this thing, now you can see they are, and this is very interesting. They are rotating, but there is no animation of rotation playing right now. The animal is not circling around in a circle by its animation because there is no animation for that. The animal is walking, but the game is deciding to rotate the animal to find its orientation. So what is playing right now is an animation of walk, idle, an animation of head movement, idle, and an animation of tail wiggle, idle. So as you can see, the animal is walking. You can see the tail is slightly wiggling a little, and you can eventually see one of the ears snapping. I'm not sure if it's doing it right now. Oh my god, Dagger Seishin, thank you for becoming a sub. Welcome on in. So you can see, oh, is there like a facial movement? I'm not sure, but there is not really a facial movement right now, is there? There you had like an ear wiggle. So I don't know what is the maximum, but there's not a maximum of many animations. I remember when we've been at the offices, they showed us a lot of years ago, 6 years ago, how this is stacked on top of each other. And there are also some dev diaries still available on YouTube where you can really see that the animals have like a lot of animation points, but they cannot play all animations at the same time. So they have to decide each moment of the time, have to decide which animation is played. Is now jumping played, then the tail wiggle is gone. If walking is played, a certain footstep is gone. So because of that, they have to decide each and every time what they're doing, and they cannot react to everything you build in the habitat. If we fast forward now to all the options you get with AI, maybe there is a way to have all the animations available, always available, including turning around, including ducking, including stretching or whatnot. And if the AI is trained on animal behavior videos, which certainly we have a lot of available in the world, then the AI could become the key feature of the new game, because then you would have a super realistic behavior of animals, because they can decide in real time whether they should climb up a rock, if they just jump up the rock, if they need to walk, naturally what an animal would do, and then take one of the, I don't know, 20 animations, 200 animations, I don't know what's realistic. And for me personally, this is the only idea and the only way to make it a believable game. Because if you continue the way you do right now, Frontier would need to try to predict every single angle of attack of every single potential climbable element. They would need to predict every single potential range of an animal jumping from A to B, and judging how far they have to go until it stops being realistic, because you can clearly tell the way the animals jump in this game is obviously a compromise. They will certainly know that this looks super unrealistic at times, but there is a simple reason why they do this, because having a realistic jump distance would make habitats so frustrating to do because traversable area would not work at all for most occasions because the interaction with some pieces having too much of a bigger hitbox is not going to work. So this is why they jump erratically to cover like a huge distance in order to be able to move around in a habitat and make it still nice for the player. And this is what I absolutely get, and like you have to do it. But my biggest wish is that they would have AI to decide upon which animation is used at which given point. And yes, that will lead to some very funny glitches indeed, but hopefully way less than we have right now. Okay, anyways, more water options. I want more for the water, like toggle that odds perfect, make a water algae filled. Oh yeah, I mean, considering they will have underwater hopefully and like actual aquariums, they have to rework the water anyways, and I do hope that there is going to be a lot of these things available. Also, like I would call them atmospheric fish. I don't know. God, I'm very thirsty today. Almost 2/3 of the water is gone that I got myself for today's stream. Anyways, guys, we haven't really covered any ground today, have we? Look at all the cute little wombats. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, I'm carried away by cuteness. We are going to build a sun lounger real quick. Oops, my computer is doing funny things. We're gonna have you guys as reference. So let's say wood, and we're going to start with a little wooden plank. I have to remember, that we don't have scaling in the game. My whole working process, because of Jurassic World Evolution 3 and Planet Coaster 2, has changed so dramatically that I completely forget that we don't have the feature. And then I'm always like, yeah, you can use that piece and then scale it down. Nope, you cannot. So this is why you gotta start with the smaller pieces, which is not this one. I actually also went back to the bigger sizes because I forgot most of the pieces, so this is why I made them bigger. Fun fact: most animals will not jump if they cannot see this place they could be landing, and I will do this into account. So if they made realistic jumping, they have to model each animal field of view. Else could, I mean, considering you would have AI as a dependency, you have to have realistic vision anyways, because you cannot have the AI decide from outside of it, like third person kind of view. The AI would need to consider also the POV of the animal. Otherwise, that's not going to work. So yes, fully agree. That is definitely the case. And I do certainly hope that this is taken into consideration. Okay, I think I found the piece we're going with. Yeah, this one should be this. How about, how long is this one? Oh yeah, that's exactly the length we can go for. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do it this way. And then, okay, this is a good width we're gonna work with. Okay, fine. So this is just going to be it. And then let's do that. And now, is that part of a building? Yeah. Where is the piece? Oh my god, is that like all the conservation? Is that the conservation stuff? Forgot. I forgot. But it's also like I'm oh, this Indonesian stuff. Okay, I'm almost like feeling as if I'm on a kind of farewell tour in this game. It's really like, because like I've played so many hours in this game. I've really put in so much time. I will keep that thin. That I absolutely do think I have spent the most time in the game. I want to finish this tiny atoll thing over here. Absolutely will, because that is what it is, and I want to do it. But to be fair, don't we have a short piece like that? I mean, this is kind of cool. In here as in the middle. But yeah, like I don't want to learn everything anymore, because I know that this is already most of the stuff, and most of the stuff has been done in this game. So I would love to just end it eventually, and then focus on the new game, because I certainly hope that making such a good game, that they're making such a good game that you obviously can move over. I'm quite in love with this idea over here. This could actually be almost like the little wheel pieces as well. Can I use them as well as the wheel pieces? Is this believable? But we do have some other wheel pieces. I've played nearly 9,000 hours in this game. This is Doubtfire. What the heck? This is This is ludicrous. I have 2,300 hours in this game, which I thought is a lot. Okay. These are the ones. Wasn't there like a thinner version of that one? Oh yeah, there's that one. And is that the... That's not the shortest one, right? Why is this... Oh, this is the short and skinny one, I should say. Is that the skinny version? I'm not sure if this could be... I mean, we could use these lengthy pieces and then... Okay, I mean, what I can do is... Let's see if I can grab it. Yeah, there you go. Go touch... Oh my god. Do touch some grass. We all love us some good touchy grass. Okay, we have to make it this way. And just like over here. Dang, I had until I had been... Oh my god, how did you guys put in so much time into the game? Like, I don't even have 9,000 hours in all Planet games combined, and I would certainly say that since the day they were released, I have been playing these games for a lot. So do you leave your computers running, or how do you achieve that? This sounds impossible to me. This sounds a little impossible to me, guys. How does this function? Lisa, what the heck, you too? My god. So now you know where all this playtime comes from in comparison to Planet Coaster. I've never heard a person saying that number about Planet Coaster, frankly. This goes to show how incredibly popular Planet Zoo is over the other ones. Like, this is how popular Planet Zoo is in comparison to the Coaster game. This is ridiculous, to be honest. Okay, you're going to do it this way. And then we can have one version that goes like so. Look at this. This is good. We're just gonna get some stuff to the ground, but like I do like the overall size of that one. HGHGS, oh my god. Those hours are over 5 years nearly every morning with my coffee, and I'm 66 and retired, so have lots of time. Okay. You know what, Miss Doubtfire, this is something I really do admire. It's always like, obviously I know that there are also like a lot of young people watching in here, but to me personally, it's so crazy to see... What the heck, why is... Conservation, nicht compromise, oh my god. For me, it's also crazy to see that like people in their 60s are playing this game a lot, which gives me hope. It does give me hope, because I always used to believe that at some point... maybe the urge to play computer games is gone, you know? At some point, maybe you're too old, you know? I personally thought that way, even though it's stupid. And so it just gives me so much hope and so much joy to see that apparently people in the midst of you know, 60s enjoy this game. Which, again, makes me very happy, because I'm sitting there at 66 as well. I'm gonna tell you, I'm sitting there as well. I'm gonna teach my grandchildren to play this game. Maybe it's gonna be Planet Zoo, I don't know, realistically 6 or so. I don't know what would be the one, or 7. But yet again, it just gives me so much joy to understand that this seems to be not a thing of age. Because, let's be real, you are the first generation that can prove it. You are literally the first generation able to prove it, because go back like 40 years, gaming in that way, the way it is today, it did not exist. Where would you start? You know, computer games were merely in their very early beginnings, way too expensive, not affordable, blah, blah, blah. So, that is obviously really, really cool. Really cool. Really enjoy that. Planet Zoo VR3. I really hope at this point we are in the Planet Resort kind of area. I've played from the beginning. YouTube on PS5 is so good. You're watching on PS5 now, the live stream? I wonder also, I saw the last, like the first streams were all good in terms of, you know, viewership, but like since last week or so, the views, especially on YouTube, decline heavily. Like I'm wondering how little people watch on YouTube, to be honest. Like considering the amount of people watching on a daily basis this channel, and then how little people tune into the live stream. I saw that it's almost like always 50-50, like always around 20-25-ish people on both platforms. Knowing that 5 of them most likely watch on both platforms equally, I would say considerably at the moment we are at an average of 40 people watching, realistically. And by 40 people, I mean 40 individual people, which is good. And as I said, by the end of the year with Planet Zoo 2, I want to be at the 100 individual people watching. I just thought that over time, it might have been more, especially on YouTube, you know, where like more people tuning into the streams. I just thought it's not bad or whatever. I just thought it's gonna be more. You know what, guys? This is kind of cool. This item here could really act like the item that just kind of makes this back thing be higher or lower, even though it would technically be in the wrong position. And also, these things would need to be further back because it would lean over if you lean too much to it. So this one needs to be, yeah, somewhat more here-ish. This one is in the middle of it, so you could technically move it. That's fine. That would work. And I would need to put like a stick in the middle that is a bit thinner than I think what we could use. That's too long, right? Yeah. That's the thing either. God, just imagine having scaling right now. Scaling would be amazing. I thought I would need to have certain things like that, but I think I can do this without, right? Like, do I need something? I don't even need that. I watch on YouTube on my phone and on PC, depending on where I am, okay? Because my PC is not in good health. Okay, well, yeah, makes sense. I live in Australia, so time zone affects me watching. I mean, that makes sense. What time is it for you then? What time is it for you guys? Very interesting. Very, very interesting. What is a tiny piece we could use? Let's see if there's a metal piece of some sort that we could use. It has to be a tiny... I should have made myself a tag list. Oh, by the way, one of the few features I miss from Planet Zoo is the fact you can set your own tags. That one would work. I think at the end of the day, it's always the same piece. I'm always coming back to the ceiling fan cable or whatever, because that one is a great piece for that sort. Okay. Boy. Wait. Oh my god. No, it's way too long. Dang. Why is it so long? That was way too long. That hurts. That hurts. I could use that one. But then again, we have this stuff in there in the middle. I just need something that goes in like, you know, just as an idea to... I'm not entirely sure. I don't like that. I don't like that. So, what about the... Ooh! Please be flexicolor! Yes, you are! I found my piece. I found my piece. This is most likely the piece. Is this? Yeah, there you go. The candles save the day. So, what that is going to be... Wait, it doesn't... So, I would need to... Oh, it's even... Yeah! But... Maybe we're going to do it the other way around. Is it sticking in too much from the inside? Yeah, it kind of is. But it doesn't matter. I want to have... Like, the idea is that from the side, if you look at it, this is where you would slide this thing to, you know? As if there was, like, an open gap of some sort. But you know what I would need to do? I think what is actually more feasible is, like, put in... Yeah, that is going to be it. As if there was, like, a slider of some sort, you know? That's what we do. That's definitely what we do. This is going to solve my little issue over here. So there we go. Okay, now this is variant number 1. And we do need to have certain things on top, like if there's like we do have a cushion, right? Yeah. So we can already put like a cushion on here, which I quite like. So realistically, that would be somewhere over here. And just if we type in fabric anyways, there is a lot of cool bits. And I remember that Oh my god, I was about to say, I remember that the Fiesta ones are good, but whew, for a brief moment I thought it's going to be all that big, but it's not. So we can use these ones as like a little, almost like towel, a German towel on top of it, you know? So almost like this, and then hopefully that is, yeah, that's too big, but we could hopefully sink that one in. And hopefully it's not going to be sticking out too much to the lower side. Those festival bells are so good. Yeah, they're so small. Oh yeah, in the UK, obviously that timing makes sense. But I hope you trash talk your sons. Like son's name, you should take lessons from. Love telling younger players and just done by a prisoner. Prisoner is the other one. Sorry. It's a top concept. Thank you. Really, I'm really digging it now as well. I wasn't too sure earlier, but I am really in love with it now. Okay, so considering it would need to be like a, I mean, we could go for like a concept of different colors as well. We could make this like a, you know, petrol kind of color. This is actually, you know what? This is actually fun. This looks really like. This looks like really like if you really have a towel on here. So that thing on top would then be a different towel, right? And then we can just make that all kind of white tones. Awesome. And that cushion over here would be from the hotel kind of thing. And then would be like a beige one, I guess. So this is our Sun Lounger 1. You know? Sun Lounger 1, that is. Do we all like it? I do quite like it, but I think I have to fix these things. They are too... Actually, you know what? I like a bit of style. I guess it's fine. Master Engineering PC2, hello. Okay, so this is a Sun Lounger. Let's bring that one... That looks kind of hilarious, by the way. That looks kind of hilarious. Let's sink it into the ground. There we go. That is Sun Lounger 1. And then also let's fix the little flicker over here. Okay, so obviously we're going to copy that thing to our piece yard of some sort. There we have it. And then we can put all these sun lounges in place. All right, so this is number 1, and we're just going to have number 2 next to it. And we're going to change number 2, and we're going to change number 3 as well. So these are the 3 we have. So this one is going to become our next little client over here, which is where we are going to move. Let's see if I can select this piece as well. Yes, I'm going to move this whole bit a little bit backwards. And yes, we did think of it. So we're going to move this slider piece in as well. So here we go. And then this entire bit... wait, hold on. So can I select this, please? Okay, can I select this, please? Oh yeah, it's just a cushion. Okay, well, precushion, but I'm gonna get rid of you here, and you're gonna be to the ground there. I will need to select them individually, it seems, which is fine. We can just do it. We can just do it, and then we will... Seriously? Okay, I'm gonna do the same trick again as always. Oh, freaking hell. This is such a weird thing to do, but hey, whatever. Let's just get rid of you and bring you back into position. I hate the fact it's always doing this thing, but okay. Okay, we just need to rotate it ever so slightly. It's a bit off angle now, but you know what? I don't care. So there we go. So this is just like, you know, as if someone has lowered down its little area over here. And we are going to just make that like a bit differently colored as well. Just like so. And then that, like, you know, we're just gonna do it without a towel here, and we're just gonna put this. You know what? We could have that be next to it. I don't know. Now let's move it down here. It drives me insane. Did you right here? That one on frontier to fix. Yeah, but because of that mod I was talking about earlier, like the advanced move tool, whatever mod, it goes to show that technically the gizmo isn't wrong, because what the gizmo does is averaging out the pieces in your group, and since I had the towel on top slightly off angle, as you can tell over here, it's not really in the center, it needs to find a available centerpiece, a center point, which mathematically is correct the way it did it. But with that advanced move tool, and maybe Frontier is checking out this one, you can also, this is by the way, this is another very nice function of that one. So just to show you, because we have to do that again. If you were to do the same thing we have just done a couple of minutes earlier, with the advanced move tool now, the advanced move tool I should call it, and you press that one. Now, look, this one, it just, for whatever odd reason, took the correct one. But what you could do now is, with the new one, you could then press a button and align your gizmo to an individual piece. So if you say, hey, I want to align that to this very plank over here because that's the orientation we need, you just click on one icon, click on that piece, and the gizmo will be reset to this one for the entire group, which is just like such a good fix for many things. But yeah, we can now make that a lot more steep and just plop it in like that. You know, look at that. Awesome. Awesome. And now we should be able to just do that, and then just do that, and then just move it back. So as if it would go all the way here. Yeah, there you go. Someone really with back pain is handling this chair. And let's just about get this one a kind of camel color towel. Camel color towel, that is. Ah, look at us. These are some very nice sun lounges over here. Cool. Don't take the average, take the majority. It may still be wrong, but as wrong as the average, yeah. I mean, politically spoken, I wouldn't agree. Also, why does no one say that we are not zoomed in correctly with my camera? Always try to think of that, but I didn't. Okay. So let's have a little look. We are going to copy this thing. Let's just raise that to a certain height. And then we are just going to copy this bit in like a couple times here. You know, don't worry, we're going to change the color eventually a little bit. Yeah, we can have like another one here. Just like in between these ones. Yeah, just bring this down so it doesn't look as cramped. And then we can also have like some in the grass area. I think I'm willing to put a couple of plants in here and make like a little bit of a resort type of backdrop here. I think that's kind of neat. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just not a big fan of the fact that this is thinking out there. Okay, so now let's take this one and plop even more of them in here. So like a couple of those here to the front. Oh, we can actually record that. So we can also have some lounges here in the front as well. I'm also not sure if they're on the path right now, because there obviously is some pathway on the ground, and it might actually be that they run through it, so we got to fix that later. I'm just not aware. It might be the case. I don't even know. So have some flatter lounges here, and then okay, so that's that. And then let's also use our third variant over here as well. We can keep that one a little flatter as well. Quokka is friendly to human. Yes, I know, but I'm not about to say that, you know, it's in here. I was just wanting to say that the people will walk through our sun lounges eventually. This is what I meant. Okay. Lisa, have a good one. Have a good one. Also, just so you guys are aware, I think we're going to make like a little bit of a shorter one today as well. I may end again in half hour, I guess. About-ish. I do enjoy the streams, but at the moment I'm also enjoying my sleep. So eventually I will do, and we will have a longer stream on Saturday. At least that is the plan. I'm looking forward to trying my best at doing this. But yeah, so I guess this is already going really in the right direction. I quite like the idea how that looks. So what we're going to do, and this is where a lot of these pieces come into play. First things first, let's just have a little bit of stuff here in the water, as if there was a bit of stuff in the water there. And then let's see if we can have some rocks scattered across here. There you go. Just so that we have a bit of more interesting looks. Even though, yeah, no, that works. I think what we need to do is we got to sink them in a little bit more. Realistically, that's just like so. And I guess what we also have to do, and it just kind of works nicely over here with these pieces, the stone pile. We're going to have not aligned to water. This is not what we need. Aligned to surface, aligned to water. There you go. And it has to be aligned like this. And then we gotta have to have random rotation activated. Like so. And then we gotta group this first of all. You all know what's coming. So if you're watching me on a regular basis, you exactly know what kind of trick I'm using over here. Potentially this is my favorite trick anyway, so yeah, whatever. So in case you don't know, there is this wonderful trick of getting a kind of nice little ground pattern by throwing in pieces like this that have a certain dedicated height variant to it, and by that I mean like slightly different heights in its texture and its structure. As you can see, the middle part over here is relatively high, while the rest of it isn't. And so to just get a bit of difference and not this weird pile effect to it, you are going to basically do this, and then you're going to select the group and you're going to sink it in like so. And then this almost starts to look a lot better, even if it's, you know, if it's not. You could always mix this with other pieces as well to just blend that in nicer. So this would be it, and looks obviously very repetitive over here. But what you could do then is just go in and look for these ones over here, exactly, the gravel pieces. And now we could use them in the middle, and then just kind of, you know, use them to kind of blend in with these pieces, as you can tell. It just kind of works. It's not as nice as I thought it's gonna be, to be honest. But you could also pick and match and just kind of raise certain pieces of those. Like if you go and double tap into that one now, you could just like select a few of them and then just raise those to have a little bit of a different structure here, and then just sink them a little bit more in, so it's not just as repetitive as it was before. But yeah, this is definitely a way how you could tackle these areas. And then apparently you could always go in and just say like so, and then copy over what you've just done, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. And oh, it does also have random rotation. Oh my god. So let's do it that way. Sweet. And now to just, again, as I said, to blend it in, we're just going to use a lot of these pieces. It's just like for the looks of it, you know. I've been watching Lady play PK, and I noticed it has random scaling option. That would be nice to have. Yes, random scaling is in Planet Coaster 2 as well. And it is a absolute game changer, especially for like beach areas like that. I think I have just shown it way too little because I'm just using it randomly. But random scaling is so good. It's really one of the absolute go-to features of mine. Miss Doubtfire, have a good one. Have a good night. See you later. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you as always for tuning in. And that goes to every single one of you. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I have no idea how many people are watching because chat is almost like very moderate, which I hope is going to be a little bit more active. It used to be a bit more active today already, which I'm very thankful for. So yeah. That is going to be very, very interesting to see if in the future we have more things going on in the chat. But I pretty much like the fact it's already working a lot better now. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, that is looking good to me. Definitely destroying my performance here a little. But hey, I'm also going to put a couple of these on the beach and then These ones are going to become a group, merge into a group, and then we're going to sync this in. I'm just going to have a bit of this stuff aligned over here. Marconian, yay! Wait, why is this not, like... What is this Marconian? Is that an emote I'm not seeing, by the way? It just, this looks so odd. Marconian, I think it's like a waving icon, isn't that? Isn't it? Really? Okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, now you poked me, Kane. I will quickly jump in, show you, and jump back in here. We have to do that because it's just too good. I will eventually show you now. This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen because it's good. So let's just about... Oh my god, that looks... Ooh. Ooh. Oh, okay, this is why. That looks really damn impressive. But look at how tiny these little mousies are. They're so cute. They're so cute. I'm just gonna plop a couple more down of these. Before I do this. Oh my god, this is just so good. Bim 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 bim. Bim 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 bim. I hope hardware requirements when I zoo will not be too high. I mean, the thing is, they did, like, as Kane said, I've never heard someone talking about this. I hear too little people to talk about the performance increase in Planet Coaster 2. I still just hear people moaning about this, but my god, has the performance been increased in comparison to Zoo. Like, if you consider Koali Zoo, for example, it's just no way you can run that. But my Hanseatic Dreamland is bigger than Koali Zoo has ever been, and it still runs decently fine. Right, Kane, but I will still show you because I want to. Let's save that real quick. The Quokka Beach. Quokka Beach. It's gonna be one of the most simple episodes ever, the Quokka Beach, but it's okay. Quokka. Wait, Ocelot Quokka 1. I'm also not sure what we do else. Maybe we do some little huts for the Quokkas. That would be fun. To put like these little huts on the beach. That would be neat. And what else could we do? I think what I want to do is like a panoramic kind of little gazebo here, maybe at the end. So I have like a little pathway of stones simulating to go here, and then there's going to be like a little gazebo. I think that could look cool, and we will actually have a path going here. I think that would be really cool if we have that little gazebo here. And we will put some plants on the beach, like maybe in pottery or so, not like actual plants, but some stuff that they would brought here, I guess. But yeah, so let's quickly change the game. I did save, did I? I did save. Yeah, I just typed in Quokka. Okay, have a little sip again. Okay. Where's my Steam? Steam. There you go. Sorry. Too many games. Boop. Damn. I don't know why, but I'm doing very well today. Also like mood wise. Very, very well. I could go into that tutorial park of mine. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. As you can see, this, by the way, this is what I meant. Look at how responsive the menu has become. This used to be very odd, but now the menu is like incredibly responsive. I just love that. Okay, so where is the tutorial? There's the tutorial park. Let's load in that one. The tutorial park is the one I want to show you because also I could have just... Oh, it's already the lowest light I can get to. I mean, if I turn it out, it's not nice enough, but it still looks so cool. It looks so cool to me here. Look at our little park. So this is eventually the area where I used that, Kane, by the way. I'm sure you did not watch my tutorial, but the contrast of the graphics just is so apparent to me right now. I mean, this game just like, obviously because I have this, you didn't notice the difference in color pop because I have the preset. I have no reason preset in. Let's have a look. There you go. Actually, let's go with preset 3. It's the better one. I think this is the... It depends. I like Realism 3 the most, I guess. I was about to do some more presets, but yeah, this is the Realism 3, and I think this comes closest to the looks of Planet Zoo. Yeah, exactly, Martin. I mean, this is what I meant. People praise this game way too little. But what's really cool, like if you go, for example, into... Let's just grab any kind of rock. It doesn't really matter. Let's just grab another rock. Let's grab this one, for example. Down here, you have the random scale, and you can even set the minimum and maximum. So if you go to the very minimum and the very maximum, you're like... plom, plom. I don't want to add to group. Wait, hold on. Add to building off. So I can... So this is how that works. You know, and this is not even the best. You can also have random rotation on, and you can also change the random rotation from a minimum of 0 to 180 degrees. And then if I get rid of all of these, and I just do that again, you can now see you also get the random rotation with it, which is really cool. And you can even go one step further. And you can also say, okay, I don't want to have stick to surface on. And now you just have it always tucked to your cursor, you know, like as you may wish to have it, I guess. You know, and then this is the one piece becomes almost like essentially the only piece you need to know. Like this is how I made most of my, most of the Big Thunder Mountain. So like the amount of difference you can create with these sizes is... it's just crazy. And what they certainly did, and this has been one of the last updates, look at how much they improved the textures. These textures did not look so well a month ago. They completely improved the amount of textures on these things. And it became apparent to me looking at, and I have to just load into that. I'm just going to load into that to show you. This is the best way to do. Should be that one. Didn't save. And then we go back to Zoo. I don't need a tutorial for a game I don't own. That's true. Yet a lot of people watch it without even owning it. So let's have a little looky look, and then we go back to Zoo because I just want to show you. This is just so good. Yeah, in here it's becoming very apparent. If you zoom in, there you can see. Look at the details in the textures. Especially when you look at these things, especially up close, you can see how much better they got. Like it did get a little bit more washed out if you zoom out, but especially if you know it, it becomes so much more apparent, actually. So that is really damn good. A natural-looking rock hill with only one rock can't hardly get any better. See, this is what I meant. This game deserves so much more praise, actually. It's kind of crazy. It's really kind of crazy. So hold on, can I? Yeah. So I'm not even sure which color I will go with eventually, but like if you see that, you can. Let's have a look if we can. Like there are some variants you could go for. You can also imagine doing this. I have to just like. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like this is just for showcase reasons. So you can really tell how much you can change the mood with this. But yeah, especially going closer to these rocks. Look at how good that looks now. It's really good. I'm in that camp. PC too old for me, PC2, but I enjoy watching other players play it. I will play when I can afford the upgrade. Yeah, that is absolutely understandable. But you can definitely tell how Frontier has improved. Also, what I love, obviously, I think it's super apparent on this screen over here, how crisp and clear the game looks. Like, especially with these individual shingles we build over here and the entire thing. I just find it looks so freaking crisp now. If they freaking fix the LODs, also nature would look good. Can't forgive them for not having the same nature as in Planet Zoo, but hey, let's just get rid of that game for a second and then go back to Zoo, at least for a bit. We at least do kind of build a little hut for the little quokka, and maybe already set where the pier goes. So let's just end the game. And go back to Planet Zoo. Yeah. Boo-doo. Hello. Come on. Come on, oh you. Oh, come on, oh you. Do. Please load quicker. There you go. Frontier developments. Please, let's open a Waka Waka Zoo. You can really feel the difference in the menu and so on. This is really like, it's not bad by any means, and the game is 6 years old, so don't get me wrong, but you can tell the difference in responsiveness of the game, which is a testament to Frontier's updates, because when Planet Coaster 2 came out, the UI was a horrible thing. Seeing that this is now improved is kind of cool. The tools in PC2 are very good, but I don't know, I'm still missing the I want to play feeling. But what would this be, Kane? I'm very curious. Like, I really want to understand what people are still missing out on. Is it really, it almost feels like that maybe it's that the passion for the type of game has worn out. I have the feeling that this has almost like worn out anyways, and is not really anything that Planet Coaster can change about it. This is something I just felt recently, but I may be wrong with this. Okay, so this is where that goes. So what I want to do, real quick, let's get an in-game path. I don't like me this one. And then we're just going to, is that like 3 meter? No, actually, let's go with the 4 meter width. This is fine. And then we just have that. Here's the water, and we just have that hover above the water a little bit like so. And then we are doing the little gazebo platform just about here. And because we do have the ability to use our wonderful free build, with like that little incline coming up on top of here. And then we're just going to go back to, there you go, back to that one. And then we have the little pathway connecting here. Look at that. So we have actually a little connection to that, what is going to be potentially a gazebo over here. I think the idea is kind of good. And I guess if we go to, recording, blah, blah. If we go to a thatch roof, and we're going to utilize one of those over here. Size-wise, I thought it's going to be bigger. I thought it, like this time around, I really thought it's going to be bigger. Which, oh my god, where's that? Oh, there is, oh, look at that. There is actually, the middle is still there, where you can attach that. It's not gone, it's just invisible. Very interesting. Very, very interesting, to be honest. Okay, so that doesn't work. What's that, by the way? Table stands. Why is blueprints off? Why was that even activated? I mean, I could take these ones and make like a okay, for a brief moment I thought I found a weird automatic kind of rotation thing over here, but then I figured this is random rotation. So we could make like a gazebo with this thing. But I'm wondering if this is too big though. It's kind of huge, to be honest. Like, even if I would make it the way that it looks realistic, in a way that it just comes up here, like that would be... How does it look from... I think it works. Like, if we have then from people standing over here, watching over here, how does it look from the pathway? Is this... I find it okay. I find it actually okay. It's yeah, I don't know. Is there like a smaller... Oh, there's like a smaller variant. Yeah, don't mind me then. So we're gonna use the smaller one indeed. Yeah, whatever. Okay, my bad. So we're absolutely gonna use this one then. And I think these are also flexi color, right? So we can make them fit our area a little nicer anyways. So what about grabbing these things? There you go. Turn them into a group. Just find the middle point over here to just have a feeling to where we are. Right. Just move this up a little. My brain is like so broken now. I was like, oh, look at that. It's a free piece. So we can scale it. We cannot scale it, Rudy. We cannot. So we're gonna make this dark in there, and we're gonna make this bright, and we are also going to make the thatch come a little darker. So there you go. What if another platform a little higher up and circling the tree, make a feature out of it? Oh, that's a very fun idea, which could be possible thanks to the free build. Hold on. How about doing this? Hey, Mr. Camel, just here to say hi before going to bed. Yeah, same. I mean, I will not stream for too long today. Which means just a couple more minutes, I guess. But I'm very much liking the idea. Oh, wait, I have to turn on the curved slopes. There we have it. So how about... I'm not sure if the clearing is enough, but I quite liked the idea. So what I would need to do now is to just form the platform, which then would be up here somehow. And then just, can I just not do, wait, oops. There you go. That would be like a platform. Oh my god, I think the clearance over here doesn't work. So I would need to do that with stairs, right? Just come over. Jenny, our test object. So if I could get rid of the foundations, that would have been just working fine. But that's just not how it does. Okay, so eventually we're good to go here. We're good to go. That is all good. But I think what we need to do is like a stair. Otherwise, that is not working the way it should. So then we can also... It's also not like the roundiness. I mean, I can move the tree instead, but let's just see if we can... Is it like fully? I mean, fully is looking the best actually. So let's do it that way. And then let's do it that way. That way, and that way. So this is the kind of coolest way of doing that. I quite like the idea, to be honest. I quite love the idea. And if we use some really cool wooden beams here, and eventually, you know what we could, you know what we could do instead of just not doing that? We can use the railing on elevated. Here goes that. And then we are going to use another piece of path. I think this one has a kind of cool... Okay, this is not the... It's not the one... Yeah, that's the one I was going to use. Imagine I could change the color of the brown. I mean, what I need to do is I need to pair the color. Is there a better wooden color I can use? So what is... I mean, this is definitely suiting the area much better, so... Just going to do this first. But is there another one that looks even better? Okay, wait. No, that's the... Is that the same as this one? Yeah. It's not a correct brown tint. This is actually the best of them all. So gonna we make that like brown, right? I mean, what we could do anyways is we can make use of the in-game fences for once. Because it makes sense. Emma 699, hello. 699, that sounds different, right? Removing the biggest child made to path. Yeah, exactly. This is so good. I mean, like, what is this center bit even? Like, why would you need that? But it's okay now. The clearance is okay. I think this is definitely going to work. This is a cool idea. And we are going to use... Oops. What is this? This is like a... This looks like a cool little pole. But, I mean... It's a thatch pole anyways, but... Would it make sense that this would be covered in thatch? Not really though, right? It would not make too much sense to be covered in thatch. I quite like the idea of having that because of the texture, but nah. I'm going to use wood instead. Some sort of wood is good. So what could we use? Maybe like this one. Nah. For once, these things. Oh, we're gonna use these ones. Oh, we're gonna use these ones. They look a little bit used, a little bit nice in terms of that. Okay, so what I'm gonna use is random rotation, and then I'm going to just put them in these areas here. Whoops. All right, so I'm willing to plop them so that they do cover exactly these edges. I think that's gonna be fine. That is gonna be really cool. And then we're gonna do the same here and here, just so we have some of these things. And then, I mean, maybe we do one last thing here, and the rest is gonna be connected to the tree. Let's see. I think that works. I think that will actually look good. So just that it does connect to this one, and then just go in. That looks better than I expected it to look. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Let's bring in one last thing in the middle here. That would be connected to this one. This can actually be to the outside here. Why not? Like there. And then pull that back a little, so it does seem to be there. That's good. That's really good. I mean, technically, this support is way too little, so I would need to put another one in here to the other side, which looks good. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. And you can see how much it would help to have these things be much better. Like, it would be so fun if these things would be flexicolor. Like, I could obviously do my own fencing in here, but like, nah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it spending that much time doing it, because it absolutely would not pay off this much to spend this amount of time. At this stage of Planet Zoo 1, I will absolutely do this for Planet Zoo 2. Nothing will stop me from doing these things in Planet Zoo 2. I will hope and admit that I do hope that there will be tools to make my life easier, but I will absolutely... Just freaking mosquitoes, stop doing... Have you seen that? It was like it was idling like right in front of my nose the whole time. It was not even going away. I just waited for it to sit down on my nose while I was talking. These things don't chill. They just do right away cramp into your faces. I hate that. So we're gonna use these things. I'm gonna use these things. So again, not a liney. No alignies, please. I'm just going to plop them down like so. I'm almost like fine with the blue-green tint. Do we use the blue-green tint? I mean, to add some color is not really a bad idea, is it? Let's see if we can... I'm almost willing to just have that about. That is kind of cool. But what we would need to do is just to change this piece a little and then create a group out of it. So what about that drum thingy? It's just that little bit too big, isn't it? Can I change the color of the drum down there to make it align nicely with the piece below? If that works. Yeah, there's still too much detail in it. It's just it's not working the way I wanted it to. Oh, but that one is doing much better. So that one gets the detail in I wanted. So absolutely going to go with this detail. What does it do? Also, have I still random rotation? Is this still activated? Yes. Okay, that didn't matter too much in this case, but it gives like a kind of... it is giving me a very nice kind of texture here. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna go with this connect. This almost looks better than I expected it to look. So let's just create a group out of that one. And I'm willing to just get in a couple of details. Is it a little too big? Just scale. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, that's my inner boundary, my inner barrier right now to play more Planet Zoo. It's like I really love the fact that we're streaming way more often, because streaming gives me the opportunity to just, you know, chill, relax together with you guys, do a bit of work in here, and just have you sit in here with me through that. Like, personally, I have to say that, oh boy, haven't they had like tiny ones like these as well? Anyways, personally, I must say, playing this on my very own right now is kind of hard. So, because the way this game is about to be replaced by its own, you know, hopefully successor, does not really help me in playing more often. I'll say it the way it is. Is this the same angle? Is it the same angle? It's not, right? No, okay. So there we have that. So these two come up there. I think we have to just bring them down a little. There you go. And then also, just can we quickly talk about how great the soundtrack is? Like, this lo-fi soundtrack is just so good again. I like. Okay, so if I'm going to use this thing, we would need to, and now it's a question, can I? I can't, okay. I'm just going to go, I'm gonna go full brave mood here. This is just not gonna work, is it? Oh, it's like almost working, and I'm all in for that. So I'm gonna fix this later by plopping the lower ones in, but like, hold on, I did not mean that this is gonna work, but sometimes you don't even need this almighty complicated things. Sometimes it's just gonna work the way it does. Ooh. I mean, this is slightly off over here, and you know what? I'm opting for the nice looks versus normally the accuracy of these things. But we're going to go for the looks, right? And then we're going to just about rotate it in a way that it would be fine. That is neat. And what we could do, and I think that should definitely... Is this a group of these four? We could just make it go down a little more. So like this, so that these things are properly hidden in here. So that's kind of nice. I would need to connect all these pieces, but you know what? I don't. I just simply don't. What we are going to do, though, before we end the stream now, is we're going to put a couple of benches in here. Because we can. And because we need to. I think this bench... From its style, do we have like a better one? I mean, technically this one is nice for here as well. That's like a picnic thingy. Or do we go for... it's like a hay ball. I wish that these things would be just not a high ball. It would be nicer. That is a bench that technically would work as well. The zookeeper bench. Is it flexicolor? Oh, it is. Ooh, we could make that like a... I am not too certain. Not sold on that one. But I would love to see these things, like having actual picnic benches here. I think this is the better choice. Picnic benches is all I'm in for. But I'm going to go for this one. So I'm going to plop in, 3 picnic benches. Realistically, this is what we could do. And then what we have on top of here? I mean, another picnic bench wouldn't be... I mean, there would be like a fun little meeting spot, wouldn't it? Like, let's do that. Let's do that. It's gonna be a fun little meeting spot. And you know what would be really fun as well is if we are going to put a little palm tree in the middle of it. Let's do like a little palm tree, kind of as a bonus, you know. Oops, there you go. I'm just gonna bring this all the way. Almost like that. This is fine. And then I'm wondering if we type in mulch. That's the biggest one. There's the small one, right? Yeah. So we could just pretend that this table is just like been built around that palm tree thingy. There you go. Let's cover that. That is as nice as it can be, you know, with that tree on top. This is actually pretty fun. This is definitely good. A hay ball is a haystack, right? In Germany, you say hay ball. I promise. It's like because these things are formed like a ball. Actually, that's not true, to be honest. I mean, they are called Heuballen, which is like a half-cut ball, if you will. And yes, I know that doesn't make it better. I know it's making it worse, but it is just reality. These things are called hay balls. I think, is there like an English word for it? Heuballen. English. Hay balls. Or hay bales. Like they're called hay bales. Hold on.
Hay bales.
Hay bales. I'm talking about balls. Hey, Pitsky. Hay bale, like pale with B.
Hay bales. Hay bales.
Notice how Google just went slower because like you're stupid if you didn't catch it the first time. Okay. Yeah, Pitsky. Now you join, we end. That's just how it is, but I have to end a little bit. Hay bale. I mean, we haven't been too productive, but it's not been as bad, you know. There's like that little wombat beach now. And I think what we got to do is we are going to eventually have some little huts for them scattered around over here. You know what? One last thing I'm going to do. And I know Kane will be almost like rioting right now because that's literally always the same with me. But I'm just willing to... wait. Hold on. I'm just willing to just get this in here. So like there is a bit more greenery around here as well. You know, just so. Also around that thing. And let's also... Oh my god, what's that? Oh my god, fog! I was just about to end, and now you're raiding. I can't end now. Okay, fog forced us to keep on playing for a tiny bit. We all gotta say thank Kane if I'm too tired next. Raid, thank you raiding over here. This is so cool. Welcome on in, Foggies. What have you been up to? I believe you did do some wonderful Planko shenanigans, I guess. You know. It's never one last thing. It's always like, whoops. So how is things going? Johnny, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in, Johnny. Oh, Johnny. That's like a German song. Don't mind if you don't know, but like, what do I put in here? I'm just like doing some little fun bits here in Planet Zoo. Nothing major. Just like having a little bit of fun. You raid. How are you guys doing? What have you been up to, Fog? Tell us. What have you been up to? Look at those little wombat guys over here. Look at them. They're so cutie pies. Look at you, little cutie. Ooh, hello. Ooh, how it's walking through the grass. I love that. Good. From a Canadian on vacation in Cancun, Mexico. Oh, you're enjoying yourself? That's a good time. Discussing how you can Kinder eggs all at once, I guess. Just like, because it's so tasty. Just like unwrapping it. Make sure you don't eat the inner part because that's what you build for a second and then throw away 2 days later. And then just like put the two sides and just like cram them into your mouth and just enjoy the 2 seconds of, you know, bloody hot in here. And the toy, yeah, as I said, you just I might even have one over here that I never. Whatever. Yeah, like nine out of 10 times, it's like you build once, forget about that. Next day you step on it, and then it's broken, and then you just throw it away. I think that's just the story of them things. It's just like 56 rocks. That's oddly specific. Oh my god. So, oh, that's a nice bush to have in here. Like a bit of a nicer dried out bush. So just to get you guys in, what we're doing, we are on a tiny atoll build. This is the stuff we do. And I'm just building a, well, kind of unrealistic, but the idea is that some freaking rich guy bought this little atoll, which is about to have some climate change related issues. As you can see, that the atoll that used to be fully round is not fully round anymore. But like they bought it and turned that into like a little conversation island kind of thing. And then you've got multiple ways to get in. You can either come in here like with the airplanes, and then, you know, you can even see the skid marks and the brake thingies over here where the planes come in. And yes, I am aware that this is a freaking short runway, and might not even be the most secure thing to do. You can also get in with helicopter if needed, and then there's like even like a dedicated like entrance way, like very Caribbean, very tropical, nothing too fancy. And then you come in and it's like a tiny atoll kind of sign in here. And we have like also, you know, the theme going on obviously is having mostly tiny animals, which kind of makes sense, you know. Yeah, exactly. So basically it's Jurassic Park with only tiny animal that potentially wouldn't eat you. But don't mind me, we do already have a very cute kitty, the ocelot. That is the last thing we did last stream. Don't mind me, where is it? Can we find you? Oh my god, why are you boxed? Unbox you. Come back in. Because look at how cute they are. Look at how cute this thing is. Come over in sunlight so we can see you a bit nicer. There you go. There you go. It's one of the best cat models in game. Oh boy. Oh yeah, fuck. This is the way to land that thing. Point loads fan towards the planes, and then yeah, I see it in, yeah. Captain Baloo with that seagull. God, it's so beautiful. Literally with the animals, I have a hard time thinking where they will be improving the animals. I mean, some of the models obviously need a refresh, but especially these newer models like the ocelot or the lynx and excuse me. Yeah, this is the bit where they will improve the way these are. Like, what the heck? Did this thing just jump from there all the way to here? Yeah, well, okay. I mean, okay then, I guess that's fine. But yeah, this is our series, and also there was like a little harbor area where they can also come on in here. You've got like a little nice area to come. Yeah, some of the animals don't mind anything on the island. They just mind their own businesses. You can just come back in here, please. Oliver, what are you doing? Minxie Rose, hello, by the way. Oliver, can you just not go to the bar again? You've had your rum today. You've had your gin today. It's enough. Enough is enough, Oliver. Oliver, can you please not? Oliver. Okay. Oliver's just like now curing. Look at that, Oliver. Oliver. Yeah, you don't have to, you don't have to whine now. It's okay, Oliver. Oh, Oliver's not having a good time. Did you drink too much again, Oliver? Hey, Oliver, I mean, come on, it's not been that bad. You don't need to play, okay? You don't need to act like as if you're so drunk. I've seen you around the bar a couple times now, so Oliver, stop. Oliver is playing tricks on us. The only question is, how's your old liver doing, Oliver? I'm very sorry for that. I'm very sorry for this joke. That is... Oh yeah, and this is also what we also built on stream a couple days ago. This is an habitat for a binturong, which looks kind of sad. What's going on with you? This one looks sad as well. How are you called? Urna. Urna. Urna seemingly is very tired. And they go together with the small clawed otters and other some cutie animals. They make some very nice noises. Right. If they make animals any more realistic from the late DLC models, they would start to sliding into the uncanny valley. I prefer if they did not improve animal skins. Yeah, but the models, definitely. Blink at them, Oliver. Oliver! This is going to be our new meme name. Oliver is going to be our meme name. Oliver's still acting! Oliver. 8.8 years. And drunk. Can we just... We could... Wait, hold on. No more drinks for Oliver. This is that one. This is the shop which is called now No More Drinks for Oliver. And Lewis. And this is gonna be... Oops. And this is Lewis Pink Cupcakes. He's like, I'm fine with them meandering over here. I'm getting mad curious aggressions claws from these animals. Yeah. No, like, I mean, the thing is, you don't get them from the flamingos. They look like kind of very arrogant little fellas roaming around, and you don't want to mess with them. They are not necessarily cute, are they? But again, it's one of the later models, and it's freaking damn good. It's freaking damn good, isn't it? Look at the detail on that thing. It's just like insane. Like the feathers and they surely do have the skill to do birds. Like they cannot get a they cannot just do that one more time. Is that Oliver? Oh no, that's Tyranny. It's actually moving like a Tyranny. Tyrannosaurus sea turtle. Tyrannosaurus restin sea turtle. Okay, I'm now laughing a truly problematic amount of someone who is still thick on my lungs. I'm sorry. What about Oliver though? Oliver. Oliver. This is like a little kid who just like the moment we got distracted by another one. It's like Oliver is up to Oliver! Can you just not? Oliver. Look, he's just ignoring us. Look at it with his eyes. He's like he's pretending as if he don't see us. Oh my god. Who's making the way? Bianca and Oliver. What is up with you guys? Just go no to your bar. What the heck? Didn't I say you? Like these flamingos, they're up for some shenanigans, and all of a sudden they all follow them. And Oliver's just making its way here too. Who are you though? Lanika. Lanika is Lanoka. Because Lanoka, you're not green. Only the green ones are out there. Why? I don't even mind. Okay, so Oliver. Where's Oliver? Oh, there's Oliver. Oliver! Oliver, what is going on with you, Oliver? Oliver. Okay, so what are you doing now, Oliver? Resting. Excuse me? Oliver? Oliver! Oh my god, Oliver! Oliver. That's been a sick little move, my friend. How did you... Can you please stop? This is the way how he always got away from me. This is where he secretly is going to drink all his alcohol stuff. Maybe we can find the alcohol down here. Maybe he's got a little secret hideout where they do have all the drinks. What is going on with Oliver? I'm very sure if we would continue looking for stuff, we gotta find some stuff that Oliver has buried down somewhere over here. Look at this. Look at this sneaky little... Where's Oliver gone? Oh my god, Oliver's so fast. Oh my god, Oliver. Oh, this is, I have it on 2 times the speed. Maybe Oliver isn't that fast though. Look at you, my friend. I'm not sure what you guys think, but Oliver has a certain way of looking. He stares. He just stares at me. This is scary. Starry scary. Starry scary lady. Okay, anyways, it's time to end for me. I'm getting distracted by a half-drunk sea turtle, I should say. This is the way to end, my friends. One last little look at the cutest quokkas on Earth. Hello, my friend. Is someone of you called Oliver? I just need to double check. No, that's Eileen. Rihanna. Okay, some very music prone. Jalu. Jalu is... That's much better. Much better. What about you? Kilo. Oh god, I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it the way it is. What about you? Bam Bam. Oh my god. So if that is Bam Bam, this is gonna be Boom Boom. And then you are, oh my god, Balalandu Asedere. Because no one can read that anyway, so it's Asedere, ha, he, he. Varat, no, Varata. Varata is okay. Varata is okay. I don't have a joke for that. Mavukara. This is almost like Planko, isn't it? Mavukara, hayo. And what about you? And this is Bam Bam again. Okay, fine. I am fine with those names. Who are you? Alinta? Okay. Well, that's okay. Oh my god, this has been... Oh my god. Deja Lulu, that's fine. Oh my god, I love the fact that they go onto these things. Carry. You're gonna carry everyone. So, what about you, Sleepy? Does Eileen again? I'll lean towards Oliver. There you go. And what else do I? Monty. Python. No snake. There you go. And what else do we have? Rihanna. But like 2005. That's much better as well. Go to bed. I'm distracted right now. My T-Dum. Okay. I'm distracted right now and my head, my brain is giving me ideas, okay? My brain is doing brain things and we need to get that in. Oh my god, look at this one. How you called? Iluka. Iluka Luka. Iluka Luki. Iluka Luki. There we go. Important admin happening. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I wanted to end like 20 minutes ago, but then Fog actually did do a raid, and this is actually it's Fog's fault. I mean, actually, it's Oliver's fault, but like if you want to pinpoint someone else, it's Fog's fault. Okay. Let's see if there's anyone else. Bum bum. Varat made it over here. Benjil Asedere. Boom boom. Is there anyone else we can have? Alinta, no, that's fine. Someone in that stack over there? No, okay. I'm gonna end over here, guys. I'm gonna end over here. This is not leading anywhere. My brain is just whatever. It's always Fog's fault. That is true. It's Kayara. It's absolutely true. It's Kayara. Save. Quokka. Quockatu. Quockatu. Valid, I'll take that burden. Lemon Genesis. Okay, anyways, guys. Thank you so much for stepping in today, for tuning in, for being here. I know it's like Thursday evening, maybe not the bestest time to be in streams, but for every single one of you who did jump in. What? Why did you tag yourself? Kayara or Kaya Reich? Oh, is that like a German? Another German in here, Kayara. Kayara. It's Kayara. It's Kayara. Kaya. Let's do it that way. Get some sleep. This was great. Yeah, okay. Anyways, guys, Saturday night is going to be night fever. No, Saturday night is going to be next stream, aroundish 10 p.m. Central European Summertime. I just learned today how to do that freaking Discord thingy so that the timestamp is always be in your one. Oh, Berlin. I gotta be back in Berlin at some point. Actually, I've been around Berlin quite a lot during my studies, but that's a couple of years ago, and I actually start missing Berlin a little bit. In all honesty, I hated Berlin as a tourist and as a person from Western Germany. It's like, oh, that big Berlin, blah, blah, blah. But the 3 years where I used to live there, also for a couple of weeks, every time I was at uni, I was like in the block, and then I used to live in smaller groups and houses and you know, with other people together. I learned to find out what Berlin is for people living there, and then I started loving it. But I'm really missing it by now. I said the last time I've been there with work is like 2 years ago or so. Yeah. Hammer time. Where's like Lewis Hamilton? Where is he? Hammer time is gone. Hammer time is Lewis Hammer time has left the chat when he joined Ferrari. Marconian, thank you so much. Yeah, sleep well, everyone. Saturday night we'll be doing some other stuff. I absolutely have no idea what we're doing. We might do a bit more of Zoo. We might do a bit more of the sci-fi arcade. We might do Big Thunder Mountain, which I really want to continue as well. Yeah, just the problem is at the moment I could play everything. We might actually even dip into Prehistoric Kingdom eventually. I don't know. You can let me know in my Discord. You can join my Discord, by the way, if you want to stay informed and you don't want to rely on any push notification on Twitch or on YouTube. Make sure to join the Discord. I can also type that in real quick. Join the Discord, because that's where you will find out the best way where all my stuff is happening. And we're just 4 minutes early, so I did not really do anything. Thank you, Fog, for the raid. Thank you for all the good talks always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, don't forget to like, subscribe, blah, blah, all that YouTube shittery, fuckery, hypey, blah, blah. I don't even know if you can hype streams. Whatever. Have a good time. Bye.